Tonight is a special edition, a storytime edition of the Motivation Congregation, and we will meet two titanic Torah giants in a story that can energize, encourage, and hopefully motivate even for many years to come. Now you can imagine that it was the experience of a lifetime, and everybody wished to be chosen. When Rabbi Chonan Wasserman, the great Rosh Yeshiva of Baranovich, would select only a very few amount of Bachrim that would journey with him up to the town of Radin, where they would spend Rosh Hashanah with Rabbi Chonan's Rebbe, the holy Chofetz Chaim. Now, our story really begins when after davening, after the first night of Rosh Hashanah, after they recharge their batteries in a spiritually power-packed davening, watching the Chofetz Chaim's devotion, as per the custom, the congregants and the disciples of the shul walked past the Rav to say, a good yontif, a good yor, a kasiva v'chasima toiva. So Rabbi Chonan led his talmidim towards the Chofetz Chaim to go shake the Chofetz Chaim's hand. And then the Chofetz Chaim turned towards these students and said, now, Bachrim, please stay around here afterwards, for I'd like to talk to you in private. The Bachrim scurried over to his study, the side room, after everyone else left. Rabbi Chonan, the Bachrim waiting there in the study, the Chofetz Chaim walked in, he sat down, and he told them, Bachrim, I really wanted to meet you, to speak to you. And listen why. Because in Parshas Vayigash, when Yaakov hears the great news, the good tidings that his son Yosef, he lives, Yaakov is filled with simcha. His prophecy returns, and he says, Eilech ve'arena, now let us go see him, b'terem amos, before I die. Chofetz Chaim points out, why does Yaakov need to see Yosef before he dies? For we believe in the afterlife, olam haba, and we're told that all of the tzaddikim sit in a big circle with crowns on their heads, singing kumbaya and just enjoying the paradise. So Yaakov and Yosef will just hang out in the next world. Why does Yaakov need to go see Yosef b'terem amos before he dies? There'll be time for that. The Chofetz Chaim. Because Yaakov was saying that he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to see Yosef in the next world. Because Yosef has withstood many more challenges and temptations, and he has overcome that much more, and that will put him in a certain section in those box seats in Olam Haba, that I am fearful that I have not withstood those same level of trials and tribulations, and therefore maybe Yosef will be at a higher spot and I won't see him. So let's go see him, Eilech ve'arena, b'terem amos, before I die. And the Chofetz Chaim turned towards the Bachrim and said, I wanted to meet you guys, because what's coming in the world, and the Yetzer Hara, and his strength, and the immorality, and that what you are going to have to stand up against, if you are successful, it may put you in a spot in Olam Haba that I won't be able to be in your mechitza and see you. So I wanted to meet you now. It sent chills down your spine. I heard the story from Rabbi Waxman, the great Rosh Yeshiva, and the great Maggid. It seems we are judged and we are rewarded based on the pain and based on what we give up for Hashem. And while the world does present a certain accessibility to immorality and problems that have never before been seen in history, that also has presented us with a very unique, opportune time and opportunity to leapfrog all the way to the very top, to secure those box seats like Yosef HaTzadik. Eilech ve'arena b'terem amos. Take full advantage from this inspiration of just how you can secure so much in such a little amount of time.